So Narayanan, how was the audio today? Was it a little better than last time? Yeah, I see some thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Haraji, then Aniruddha and Hema.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Namaste.
This Avastatraya, usually it goes as Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. But really the order should be Jagrata, Sushupti, Swapna. And I was under the impression in Sushupti, which is a deep sleep state, usually there won't be any dreams.
Okay.
So how can dreams be formed from Sushupti?
Oh, okay. So I was probably not clear. What I meant was this. We have three states of experience, and the person is awake right now, and then person is going to bed. Okay. What we are saying is the person has to get into Sushupti before getting into dream state. That's what I said. It is. I'm not saying that Sushupti, the person is dreaming in Sushupti. That's not what we're saying.
Okay. What did you say?
I said that this dream state should be preceded by Sushupti. That's all I said.
Oh, so it is in between Jagrat and Sushupti?
No, I'm saying the dream state must be preceded by Sushupti. In other words, I'm saying that a dream state cannot be preceded by waking state. Means I'm awake now. Now I'm going to sleep. When I say I can't say I'm dreaming now. I have to be fast asleep, deep sleep. Then the dream state comes. That's all. It's just an order.
Yeah, I mean, people in deep sleep, do they dream?
No, Haraji, no. The dreamless sleep is Sushupti. That is given. Dreamless sleep is Sushupti. We are just saying when the dream happens.
When
Dream
the
has
dream
to
happens?
be.
Go ahead.
Suppose I say, when does the dream happen? I'm saying the dream happens when the person is asleep. Not when the person is awake. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying, Haraji?
Okay.
We don't want to complicate this too much. It is very simple.
Okay.
We're just saying, person has to go to full sleep, deep sleep, before any dream at all can happen. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Is that true? I mean, do they have to be in deep sleep before a dream happens?
So how can one go to dream directly from waking state? How?
No,
Tell
not
me.
directly. I mean, there's a difference between sleep and a deep sleep, right?
See, there are three. First of all, do you agree that Jagrat and Sushupti and Swapna, these three you agree or not?
Yeah, I agree.
So a person has to be in one of these three states at any time.
Yes.
Okay, good. If we agree on that,
yes,
then all we are saying is, so there is a transition, no? From one A to B to C, there are some transitions, right?
Mm-hmm.
How will I transition to waking state? From which state can I come to waking state?
You can come from the deep sleep state.
I can come from deep sleep state to waking state. Can I come from dream to waking state?
You can come from dream to waking also.
Also, so there is no order. There is no order. No order
Yes.
means any order is possible.
Yes.
From deep sleep, I can come to waking state. From dream also, I can come to waking state. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Prasad, go ahead and unmute yourself, Prasad. Okay. So that is that. Now, my question is, what about dream? Or what about Sushupti? Let's do this. When can I go to Sushupti? can I go from waking to Sushupti, and can I go from dream to Sushupti?
You can go to Sushupti from waking state.
From waking state I can go. From dream state also I can go.
Yes, that is true.
Next, third question is, Swapna Avastha is there. Can I go from waking to Swapna, and can I go from Sushupti to Swapna, or both? That is the question.
Only Sushupti to Swapna.
So you are answering the question you have asked me. That's what I said. Swapna must be preceded by Sushupti.
Okay, but generally, when they say deep sleep, there is no dream, right? Generally, if a person is in deep sleep, there is no dream stage.
So I don't know what you mean by the question, but if the person doesn't dream, there is no dream, that's all. And it depends on what you mean by deep sleep. We are only talking about 3 states of experience. I hope you're not bringing a 4th state of experience.
Okay, Mahodaya.
For us, Sushupti is deep sleep. Dreamless sleep is deep sleep.
Yeah.
That's about it for us. So I think you answered the question, which is that I must be fully asleep before I can have a dream. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I must have
Yeah.
a dreamless sleep. Let's put it differently. I must have a dreamless sleep before I can have a dreamful sleep. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying.
Okay.
And the reason I said that is the Upanishad, the way it's explaining, it is talking about Jagrat, then Swapna, then Sushupti. This is talking order.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Raj. Aniruddha Hema.
So, Guruji, question about the God in heaven analysis. So, are we tying the God in heaven to the heaven? Is that why, when the heaven is, because heaven is a place, it will eventually resolve and God will resolve? Is that how we are looking at it?
No, God, that's an implication. That's not what I had in mind when I said it. That's not what I had in mind when I said it.
Okay.
It's just talking about the general idea of anityatvam.
Sure.
That was the idea I was trying to mention when I talked about Swarga.
Yeah. So the counter could be that God creates many heavens. As he goes around, this heaven is finished, fine, I'll create another one, gone there. So the God is, there is no end to heavens, basically. Keep on creating, keep on moving on. Right. So he's Nityam. that particular God is Nityam. And he says, TK, byproduct heaven, fine, finished, gone, something else. Right? That's one other way of looking at it.
Yeah. As long as you're confused, then I'll keep you in good humor. So he keeps creating worlds new. Because this guy, see, what the Jiva is going to do, he's going to go from Earth to, let's say, some Loka, some
Some heaven.
Indraloka, and he's going to
Yes.
have a lot of fun. Then at some point, this guy is saying, this is boring.
Sure.
At some point, he has
Any
to say it's
experience,
boring.
yes. Any experience, yes.
And so he's going to approach the same Indra Devata and say, please send me somewhere else. He's going to pray for another Loka. So this is unending. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, thanks.
Hemavati ji.
Guruji, that from Tattvabodha you quoted, no? Vasanaya nidra same yaha prapanchaha some word you said.
Pratiyate.
Pratiyate. Okay.
Sa swapna avastha.
Everything I wrote down, that pratiyate, that T sort of I didn't hear properly. Thank you, Guruji. And that viparita jnanam is wrong knowledge. Something
Correct.
of the opposite.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
like they say, no, vinashakale viparita buddhi. That viparita, viparita.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Ajnanam is better than viparita jnanam.
So, see, let's go back to the example. The question Hemaji is asking is, is ajnanam better than viparita jnana? Viparita jnana means error, mistake. When you put it simply, it's a mistake. Mistake
Error.
of anything, of something. So she is asking, is ignorance better than error? That's what she's asking. Okay, let's look at an example. I see that in the twilight, I see an object there in front of me. Goes like this. It's just going like this. Like this is going. Okay. Ajnanam. I don't know what it is. Now, if I say it is a snake, then it is viparita jnana. It is a viparita jnana. Wrong understanding, wrong knowledge. It's a mistake. So is ajnanam better than viparita jnanam? Okay, you can say yes. In this example, you can say yes. Yeah, ajnanam, I don't know what it is. Let me go figure out. Good, no problem. Ajnanam doesn't create a problem. At least in that example. And once, because inquiring mind, I don't know, I want to know. So inquiring mind is still there. And so I will end up knowing what it is. So in that case, ajnanam is better than viparita jnana. What if you don't know? If you don't know what will happen, you will be forced to think of it as something. That is what the Vikshepa is. Whole Vikshepa is all about assuming something to be other than what it is. This atasmin tad buddhihi, it's called in Sanskrit. And so, correct, you're right. Viparita jnanam is a byproduct of ajnanam. How about that?
Okay.
Ajnanam is the basic, moola, adhara is ajnanam. Then the vikshepa is waiting to happen. Avarana has taken charge. Vikshepa is waiting there, just waiting.
Okay.
If vikshepa has not happened, then the viparita jnanam won't be there. Only ajnanam is there. Correct? That's it.
Ajnanam may lead to viparita jnanam, or ajnanam maybe just remain as ajnanam.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I don't know Chinese language. That's it. I don't know Chinese language. It doesn't create any problem to me, and I don't look at Sanskrit and say that is Chinese. I don't look at Chinese and say that is Sanskrit. No, those mistakes I don't make at all. I simply see some signs and say, oh, this must be some Chinese or Korean and some language, and I walk away from there. Ajnanam is there. I know that Ajnanam is there, and that's it. It stops. Correct? Thank you, Hemaj.
Thank you.
Good. So we'll pause with that.
Kumar, I have a question. So
Okay.
when you said earlier, we're coming back from dreaming to waking state. Is it not again? My understanding is that we need to go through the same route, like the way the other route, going through deep sleep.
Right. So I didn't say that, but the point is this. Dream is created by my own karma. So Mayaya, my own karma is operating, fully operating. Now, see, suppose there was a nightmarish experience in the dream. Okay? And the person says, oh, and then opens eyes. There is no deep sleep between the dream and waking. Wakes up and then he looks around for a while. He comes back to his senses and says, oh, my God, what a dream it was. Okay? So there is no sushupti in between. Or somebody could have awoken him. Or an alarm could ring while the dream is going on. An alarm is ringing, dream is going on, and now alarm is ringing. And the dreamer is thinking the dream alarm is ringing. And then suddenly something happens that says, oh my God, class is there, I have to get up, alarm is ringing. No time for deep sleep and all that.
Yeah.
No time. So we don't need to impose that rule here. We don't need to impose. There's no need.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, and the example is given, but so what I heard is like per Vedanta, this is what it is. So, but this example negates that.
So suppose your question is, suppose there was no alarm, suppose there was no nightmarish dream, suppose there was a beautiful dream, like that. If you start asking, then what happens? Okay, fine. Then maybe after the dream you go out to deep sleep also.
Then it is not a rule. So,
It's not a rule.
Yeah.
We don't have a rule there.
No, because okay.
You can't say it's a must. You can't say it's a must. One thing is, you can't wake up a person and say, now you start dreaming. Now you've been sleeping all along. Now please start dreaming now. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
The other thing is, I just remembered there's a movie called Inception, which has come long back. It's actually very interesting. I didn't understand when I saw first time. When going through Vedanta some time back, I tried to see it again. So the theme of that movie is that it actually goes from one dream state to the next dream state and to the other dream state. So 2 levels of dream states a person goes in and create in other person's subconscious mind something. So it is the theme of the movie. Like he has to create something so that when he come back in the waking state, he does according to that because it's in his subconscious mind. So I was just thinking about that same thing. So we actually, I mean, it's very, he must be knowing some Vedanta, I think, the director. So, because when we think of that, so when Ishvara is having his dream, right? It's a dream for him. If you take from that level, then I am a dream. I create my own dream here, second level. And possibly in my dream, I don't know, I have to observe, is there another going into other dreams, so another level? So, but at least we can see 2 dreams here right away. So if we consider Ishvara's dream, which is the projection, and in my mind, I'm creating another world. So it's another dream. Just thinking about that movie.
yeah. So there, see, we talk about dream being created by the vasanas gathered in the waking state.
Yeah.
In that movie, he wants to create a dream within the dream so as to create a vasana which will impact the waking world. Reverse. He wants to reverse the process.
Yeah.
And it's possible. Sometimes some experiences are there which make it so real. And next day or the day after and the day after also, you remember that particular experience. That means what? That experience was so powerful that it's still impacting. It has not died down yet.
Yeah.
Possible. We can argue it that for that possibility.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hari Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.